Okay, so hello and welcome to another lecture in this course where we'll quickly show you how to exactly use variables in Java programming. Okay, so let's start. So in the last lecture, let me quickly write this again, we already learned that we have to, for structure of a variable, we need first of all to define the data type. Then we have to define a variable name in this case. And then at the end, set it equal to the value we have. So a value. And at the end, a semicolon. So this is the exact template you should follow. So let's start. For the data type, let's choose a string. And as we explained, a string is a word or a text which always has to be between those double quotes right here. So let's write string. And for the string, let's choose, let's get a name word. Let's set string word is the variable, so a variable is word. And then we will set it equals to, remember, use those brackets. Let's set it equal to apple. Yeah. So as you can see, what we now got is we have a string, so that a variable from the data type string, and then we have it named word equals to apple. So what we now have, if we now use word in any program, word will be automatically replaced with apple. How can I show you this? We can use the normal system.out. Oh yeah, sorry, we have forgot to, yeah, that's my bad. We forgot to use the main method. Let me quickly write this out. So public static void main string, and then here the args, and then just quickly write it again. Sorry for this. Okay. Oh. So yeah, as you can see right now, this is our main method, and what we can now do is here we can do system.out, and this time print line. And here we can now word instead use apple. We can now insert word as a variable. And what we will now do, if we just click run, and then you will successfully see that it will print out apple successfully, as you can see. And we can also change the word. For example, we can change it at this time to hello world again. And if we run this then again, you will see what will change. Exactly, it will change to hello world successfully. So let's set it in another example. Let's use, for example, a number. So in this case, let's use integer number, and let's set our number to 101. And I do the same again, system.out.println. Oh, println, and here we will insert our number. And then if we just run it again, you will successfully see it will first print out 101, and then it will print out hello world. Okay, so let's now change our word again to apple, and our number let's change to 100, so it's a clean number. And what we will now do is we will write something. So let's first of all say we want to be that the first word, that our first thing that we will print it out into the console is our apple, so a variable word apple. But let's do it so. We want to have it so it would be explored as the word is apple. But we do not want this to write any time here. So we just wanted to have it one time. How do we do this? We can just go in here and write, double quotes, the word in the variable. Oh, sorry. Variable is. And then let's use a minus symbol, and then let's do plus word. And let's do the same. I will quickly explain this later on, but right now let's do the same. So the number in the variable is, and then just plus number. Okay, and then let's write it again. Let's run it again, and then it will successfully see what I mean by this. As you can see right now, the word and the variable is apple, the number and the variable is 100. So how do we do this? So as you can see, we have just made a successful text right here with double quotes. And what we just did, we have made a plus, and then after this, we have made a variable. So if we remove the plus, you can see we get an error, because Java needs to be singleized that this is going to be part of the string. And this we can do by adding a plus. And what we also can do is we can then add another plus. So we can do a point behind this, as you will see right now when it's loading. Right here, the word and a variable is apple, and then the point, as you can see right here. So this is how it works, and you can put things together and make a whole string, as you can see right there. And this is how it works. So let's make another one. Let's do boolean. Let's remove, no, we can just keep it down. Let's make a boolean, let's just call it bool and then set it equals to true. And then let's create another bool. Let's call it another bool. And let's set it to false. And then we just do story1. And here we will just call it story2. And what we can now do is we can write system out print line. The first story is, and then we just write plus story1. And then we do system out print line. The second story is plus story2. And then you can see we will get printed out. The first story is true, the second story is false, as you will see right now. As you can see, the first story is true, the second story is false. And we can also change this by, for example, just setting this again to true, false, and so on. As you can see right here, when I run it again, it will both be false. The first story is false, the second story is false. Successfully. So as you can see right now, this is basically how you can use variables, format variables, use variables and strings, convert to a string and a variable into one. As you can see, the card sample right here, the first story is and then plus and then a variable. So this is how you can use it. So this is just the basic of understanding of how to exactly use variables. So keep in mind, always use a data type. In this type, I've used string, then just to define a variable name. This could be anything. This could be word, this could be banana, this could be character, this could be home, this could be hello, something like this. Just choose any name, which is better if it's really related to your value. So in this case, I want to choose a word, so I use word. For example, if I want to use a name, then maybe I use name. Maybe I want to have an age in a string, then I do age, or I have a fruit, then I use fruit. So as you can see, so you can separate all variables. For example, if you have multiple variables, then you can decide between fruit, vegetable, name, age, car, home, address, and so much more. So I think you can understand what I mean. So always be sure when using a variable, you need to define a data type, a variable name, which is hopefully related to the value. So you do not have to relate it to the value, but to keep it organized and clear in your code, make the variable name be able to relate to the value, and then just at the end set the data type and the variable equal to the value, and at the end a semicolon. This is how you use a variable in Java. Okay, so yeah, hopefully this little lecture helped you a little bit more for understanding how to exactly use variables in Java programming, and I will see you in the next lecture where we'll continue working on how to exactly program in Java. So yeah, see you in the next lecture. Bye.